Hello friends, Will here. Welcome to the Skate Oasis. It has been raining here a lot and it's reasonably dry outside, but it's gonna rain again anytime. So what better weather than to have a, did that make sense? What better weather than to have a mini ramp skate session here in the garage? I also have some big news for the channel and kind of for myself as a skateboarder, and we're gonna talk about that more at the end of the video, but right now we're gonna skate. Getting clips, getting tricks. Not supposed to wax the coping, but it's my ramp, so. Okay, nice. I'm good and warmed up now. There's a nice cool breeze in the air, and I'm ready to move on. So first things first, let's try to get a nice sweeper. Yep, that always happens. Okay, now we're gonna try the finger flip sweeper, which is like you flip your front hand down below. So when you bring it back from, what am I doing? Just watch. Oh. Nice. And I have another fun sweeper for you, the Saran wrap sweeper, which is like a through the legs pass. So let's see if we can get one or two of those. Yay! Okay, so our next little group of tricks we have here, the ice to tail, boneless, and fast plants. Fast plant time! Okay, nice. Whew. We're on to the big daddy of all the foot plant tricks for me, the backside boneless. It's my favorite one when it goes down right. It's one of the best feeling tricks I have ever had, and I want them consistent, and the only way to get them consistent is to do them a lot, so it's second nature. So let's throw down some backside bonelesses. Okay, nice. I actually got all the tricks I had written down, which does not happen very often. Sometimes it's good to take a few days off. So now we're gonna throw the extension on, and we're gonna work on some of the higher lip tricks, and we're gonna get airborne. Let's go. Okay, time to get airborne. Melon to fakie. Let's go. That was one. Okay, I am almost gassed. As you can tell, I'm totally soaked, but I want to get a couple of nice backside airs on this. My newest trick, it's my favorite trick ever. Earlier when I said the backside boneless was the best feeling one, that was a lie. The backside air is the best feeling trick I've ever done. It feels like I'm reclaiming a little bit of the freedom I felt snowboarding on a skateboard, and it feels awesome. Let's try to get a few. Okay, everybody. Wow. Oh my God. That is going to be it for the skate session part of today's video. Look at the state I am in. Look at the state my board is in. Ew. Look at the state my ramp is in. I'm out here leaking all over this thing. Okay, so I said that we had something kind of big to talk about. So let's go back inside. Let's relax and we'll talk it out. See you in there in a minute. Hey everybody, we're back. It's a few days later. This last weekend was actually Canada Day long weekend. So much fun, tons of social stuff, but I got a nice chance to relax with my wife and the dogs too. It's time to talk about that mysterious news that I was alluding to at the beginning of the video. About 5 or 6 weeks ago, Land Yachts actually invited me to join their ambassador program. I was super stoked and honored, and now I'm proud to announce that I'm an official Land Yachts ambassador. I'm really excited about this. Land Yachts is a company that I really like and I see kind of a lot of my own values in. They're Canadian owned for like 25 years and they make a great product. Yeah, so I'm super stoked to become an official Land Yachts ambassador. That's awesome. But that's only the first cool thing that happened. Now the second cool thing that happened was about 3 to 4 weeks ago, I saw a post from Caravan board shop, who's a really awesome independent small skateboard shop in Collingwood, Ontario. They were basically calling for skaters from all over the country to apply for spots on their shop team. So I applied, and a few days later, Kevin, the owner of their shop, reached out to me to tell me that I had been selected to join their shop team. And honestly, I am so excited and honored. I also do have a little bit of imposter syndrome going on, but that's no big deal. Kevin sent me some product that I did a little unboxing for on YouTube. Really cool stuff, and I'm really excited to work with them too, because I think that supporting small local independent shops is really important. And even though I live here in New Brunswick and they're based in Ontario, now I'm a remote worker in my professional life, and I'm also kind of a remote worker in my skateboarding life, which is pretty rad too. So Kevin also gave me a discount code to share with you, my viewers, and I've put that discount code down below in the video description, along with a link to Caravan's website and also links to the other team riders' Instagram and YouTube pages too, so check that out. Now, the whole concept of sponsorship has actually changed quite significantly in the last 20 to 25 years. Back when I was starting skateboarding, I actually didn't know anybody who was sponsored till I was much older. But as far as I understand, getting sponsored was really tough. Of course, you had to be an elite level skater. You had to also know somebody who could film and edit videos for you. So you had to put sponsor me tapes together, like literal tapes. You had to enter and like win local contests if you had them. You had to be in local zines if you had them, and you had to generate a lot of buzz around yourself. Now these days, it's a little bit different. In the age of social media, audience connection on a kind of a more intimate level is really just as valuable as being an elite level skater. Full disclosure here, I am not an elite level skateboarder. Every time I go to the skate park, I skate with skaters who are better than me in a lot of ways. What I think Caravan and Land Yachts see more in me is that I try to genuinely connect with my audience by being like my most authentic self with you. I try to make you laugh, hopefully inspire you to like start skateboarding again or start skateboarding for the first time. And I'm really trying to build a community on here. And I think that Caravan and Land Yachts recognize that, and they see some of their, corporate company values and visions kind of reflected in the content that I make. First and foremost, I make this content for myself. I think that's the number one rule you should follow as a creative person, whether that's an author, a musician, a poet, a video creator, whatever. I think you should try to make the art that your heart tells you to make. First and foremost, the channel is for me, but it is also meant to share the passion that I have for skateboarding and spread that around. Partnering with Land Yachts and also Caravan is gonna help me do that with more people, and I'm really excited about that. We've got good things coming in the future. Now, what has my journey as a 37-year-old part-time skateboarder who's now sponsored, what has my journey from an absolute beginner to where I am now kind of look like? When I was about 12 years old in like 1999, I started skateboarding, and and I skateboarded obsessively until I was like 19 or 20 years old. In the next like 14, 15 years that followed, I really only stepped on a skateboard a few times. However, I did get really into other action sports and like fitness activities. I got really into cycling. I got really into longboarding, like downhill longboarding, snowboarding out west. I got into rock climbing. I got into yoga and CrossFit. So by the time I was like 35, I was in a lot of ways much fitter than I was when I was a teenager. I'm still more flexible, I'm faster, I'm stronger than I was when I was a teenager. The other thing I didn't expect to happen was that now, as a real grown-up with a completely fully developed brain, as far as I know, I'm able to think about skateboarding in a much more strategic and analytic way. 2 years ago when I started the channel, I was not an absolute beginner by any means, and it's really not reasonable for most people that they would start skateboarding and in 2 years be at a skill level where you could get sponsored. Now that all depends too, right? Like I said, the whole sponsorship concept now is different too, so if you are a skater of a certain skill level, but you connect to people through your skateboarding and through like the media that you're creating, that does have value. And I think that sponsorship is a really cool goal, but it's absolutely not really something that if you're starting skateboarding or if you're still like in the beginning of your skateboarding journey, that you should worry about at all. Because while it is a really cool goal and it feels cool, but I would also be cool if it didn't happen, it's not what you should let define you as a skateboarder, right? Like when you're skateboarding, you should do it because it makes you happy and it's fun and you get to spend time with people that you like, that skateboarding also makes happy. So that's the main thing you should do when you're skateboarding, not worry about getting sponsored. And of course, that's something that I am going to keep in mind moving forwards. That's the whole story. This wasn't meant to brag by any means, but I did want to share this whole story with you. If you do like the channel, and if you like what you've seen, it would mean a lot to me if you'd like, click down here to subscribe, maybe click up here to watch another video. To all my viewers out there, thank you so much for watching and commenting and just your support over the last 2 years, because it's been a really incredible journey. So I've been Will, you've all been amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll shred you later. Bye.